between the Washington football team and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 26-yard line.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
First down, Washington.
Now Haskins on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 80. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
A gain of 5.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Single.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our
hours. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll find Hall. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the
third down.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. Haskins going to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll get this to Gibson complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check the backer, check the backer. Rush in. Mike 50.
Again, it's Haskins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 20. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is When they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Now Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Let's go now. 15 lining. Check 59. Mike is 59.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Whip. Let's go. Run.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now Haskins to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, He's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
To throw again. Haskins. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 3rd down.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Operating from the gun. Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
That's trash. That's trash. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Collins made the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
59. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a
From the 44, block. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Block working out of the gun. Got him in. It's Judy complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
He's checking.
They'll run here with Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
First down and
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it.
Your trip is here.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal.
You got nothing. Shit.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
3-yard gain.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. McCann's kick up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You don't know no better. Check. Lucky, see it. Undercrush.
Throwing again. Block.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
From the gun, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Haskins pass. Intended for number 84. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. That's caught by Ware. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete to number 30.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Check, 59, 59. You. Squeeze, get in
Throwing his lock on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Locke trying again after the pick 6. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football, because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Lindsey. Shreds the tackle. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Kendall Fuller there.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Haskins will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
For a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.